How's it going, everyone?
And just another thing, Jay, how deep is that tenon in the base? Oh, that mortise at least.
Bloody huge.
Yeah, it might be too deep.
Yeah, maybe. I'll check it before I take it off.
Big cool idea.
Sid's been busy lately.
Sorry?
Sid's been busy lately.
Oh, well.
Been getting his balls busted, I reckon.
Sorry, what was that?
Getting his balls busted.
Oh, well. Got to work for a living. Is it sitting on the nose of the jaws, or is it sitting on the actual chuck part?
Yeah,
Don't tighten it. Don't tighten it. Don't tighten it too much.
Just the middle a little bit, maybe.
Okay.
It's reasonably flat. I might take a little bit off that middle bit, but that's about it, not much. Now, what did you say about putting the thing in the centre before?
A little hole in the centre with the point of a skew so that when you turn it round, you can put the tailstock into it to take the base off when you go to model it. When you go to get rid of that mortise. G'day, Amy.
How you going, Amy? Most probably not the right person to ask Amy, to be honest, because you're not going to get the answer that she wants to, that she'll give you. Oh, she wants it her way. She wants to eat a cake and have it her way. All right, that's all I've got to say on the matter. Honestly, you're going to have to learn to not pay attention to her silly posts, to be honest. Like no one pays attention to me, so do the same to her. Silly posts. What did you mean by take the mortise off? Isn't that the whole point of having a mortise? Is you leave it there and make it part of the bowl?
I don't. Because it still doesn't look finished. The object of doing the base is so that nobody knows how you held it, basically.
Yep.
At least that's my theory. That's also the theory of most other bigger turners.
Yep.
That
I
sure
don't know
is
what Bob.
beautiful.
I don't know what Bob thinks.
Yeah, he's not talking
Yeah,
much today, isn't it?
no, I always try to get rid of it, or at least shape it into something different.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah,
Camouflage.
yep.
Like you can take the whole thing and curve it up and have it just sit on the rim. Though sometimes I've turned stuff that, in order to hide it, I put like a lazy Susan in and mount it on top of lazy Susan. You know what that is?
Yeah.
I just don't know. Everyone calls it something different. Last time I was talking to somebody in England, it was a turnabout. Okay. That's one of those things that in books they try to tell you where slang comes from, and some of it's just outright hilarious.
Yep. But then there's generally a reason behind it,
Yep.
or sayings anyway, like don't throw the baby out with the bathwater.
Right. Or lazy Susan because Susan's too lazy to pass it around. And that whether that's real or not, I don't know, but it sure is. And as a niece in my family, everything's on a little spinning base.
There is another name. There is another name for them as well. I've forgotten what it is though, which crops up occasionally.
Is there a nut on the end of that spindle?
Yeah. On the where the headstock
Yeah.
start comes out. Yeah. Sort of just put the spanner on.
Yeah, that's different than mine and the ones I've had. That's something that's newer. But my lathe like that, made by Jet 25 years ago.
It's pretty flat.
So what you been up to?
Who, me?
Yeah.
Working things out for the DAW demonstration.
Oh,
I got to, because I'm not in my own workshop, I have to make sure I get everything right.
make sure you got enough internet speed.
Well, that's the other thing. That's an unknown quantity, unfortunately. At the moment, anyway.
Does New Zealand have a a wood turning group?
Oh yeah, they've
Multiple
got some.
clubs.
They've got some big ones over there.
Because I've tried to look on YouTube for New Zealand wood turning or NZ wood turning to try to find some buzzwords, but doesn't seem to end up in the database here.
Auckland. Look up Auckland wood turners. That's one of the biggest ones over there.
AUCK.
No. Alpha Uniform Kilo. Man. Now, this is just something to remember for later on, Jay, that when you go to put a spur drive in that headstock there, clean out the taper because it's full of shit. I can see it from there. Anything come up, Bob?
Wait a second, let me see.
G'day, Chris.
How you going, Chris?
I don't know whether I said hello to you or not, Amy. If I didn't, I'm sorry. I wasn't ignoring you. Oh, right. Yeah, I didn't think I was that ignorant.
Got up supersonic tide or not too much in case I split it?
That should be tight enough. About half an elbow click you want.
One clicked about half an hour ago.
That's a technical mechanics term.
Well, Auckland wood turning.
got your VPN in the wrong part of the country, wrong part of the world, Dr. Paul.
Well, I'm just doing a search. I get a bunch of stuff about the new mass transit, underground transit in New Zealand and stuff like that when I put up Auckland Wood. Let me see. Try another way to look at it. I don't know why I get
Hey, go on, Blair.
Zanetti.
Hey, Dr. Bob, go and check the private chat. I'll just put a link in there for you.
Oh, okay.
Hey, go on, Mike.
Jay, that wood is beautiful.
Yeah, it's nice, eh? Most will be the best piece I think I've had so far. They're all nice, but
Yeah. Hi, Amy. Hi, Mike. Hi, Chris. Hi, Robbo. Hi, Doc.
been going on, Blair. Keep things off.
Yep, I got it. Let me save that page. Thank you.
Like I said, there's a heap there.
Yeah, quite a few.
Actually, that South Auckland one is very, very good. They've got a lot of interesting tips and things in there as well. What have you been up to, Blair?
Well, I have had the most interesting 24 hours that I will never relive again.
Ah,
Oh.
good or bad?
Bad.
Oh, that's not good.
I lost my father today.
Ah, I'm sorry to hear that.
Yes.
Yeah.
Natural
That's all
causes.
I'm gonna say. I don't want to bring everybody down.
No, that's fine.
I just want
Sorry to hear.
to.
Sorry to hear about it, Blair. About that.
Thanks, Jay.
Honeys are pretty close, though. How many other brothers and sisters have you got?
One brother, one sister.
Okay. Did he live near to you or far away?
No, he was about 45 miles away, so not real far, but
Yeah.
every Wednesday when I'd go see my kids, I'd go see him, hang out with him for about an hour, and then come home.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Every Wednesday when I'd go see my kids, I'd go see him, hang out.
Okay. Was it expected or unexpected?
Unexpected. He sorry, I'm not real sharp.
Yeah.
He had a
A stroke?
he had a stroke.
Oh.
Um, he ended up, I don't know when he had it, and so he was laying there for days.
That's no good.
Couldn't talk. And the thing is we set him up in his apartment that if anything went wrong, all he had to do was, say, "Hey Google, call Blair." So
Unfortunately, in the case of a stroke, they quite often can't move and can't get to the SOS buttons or anything that they've got. Quite a lot of my friends' fathers have gone like that. My dad had a stroke right in front of my mother, so at least she could call the ambulance and everything. But now, this is going to sound a bit flippant, Blair, but I don't mean it to be. Unfortunately, it took 2 years for him to go, and it was 2 years of agony on our part. So your dad probably went the best way of the lot.
I agree. It didn't take him long. And Tammy's dad, it took 3 days.
Give me some.
Yeah, you've had a rough month.
Yeah, I have. But that's okay. I'm still smiling.
Oh, that's the important thing.
Well, it's hard to talk to people and condole because people often think it's just words, but it's not. I had the same
that's why I
thing
showed
happen
up
to
tonight, to hang
both.
out with friends. So
And the thing is that you can't pick an age. I have a cousin that prime of his life, actually he had just won the biggest TV award there is to get from the Canadians for TV film editing. Getting dressed to go to the award ceremony. He didn't show up, and they finally sent a couple grips to go get him and found that he had a heart attack in his car and had run into a pole.
wow.
Totally out of nowhere. The good Lord wants you. You're not going to argue with him because you aren't going to win.
It's true.
You cannot win.
He doesn't want me there. The devil doesn't want me either.
He's afraid you're going to take over.
No, I tell him how to do things.
Yeah, and even all the monitoring garbage that they have today, not garbage, but they can put on you and in you and whatever. You never know when or where, and it could just even be a bad battery. I've heard of that happening with vets and not report. The good Lord wants you. He's going to take you. So have you thought of something you can turn as a personal memorial? Even
No,
if it just sits on a shelf. That's what I have.
I've made him a few things that I'll probably bring back, but no.
They will mean a lot to you.
Yeah.
I know I've got some from both my mother and my father that I turned for them years ago. And I look at them and say, that's pretty crude, but it was theirs and they cherished it. And they dusted it for 60 years. In my dad's case, they dusted it. and kept it polished and on a bookshelf. And it wasn't just brought out when I showed up. It might have been when I was in Nam and they put it away somewhere, but other than that, it was always there when I came home.
Jay, just be
Yes.
careful you don't make that rim too thin because you've got a fair chip out of one side of that. Yeah, don't make it too thin. So, other than that, Blair, what have you been up to?
Just arranging everything today.
Oh, yeah.
Took work off. I have work tomorrow. Right, I'm not working tomorrow, so we're gonna go clean out his apartment or at least throw away a lot of stuff.
Yeah.
But other than that, not a lot. Just been working. I do keep up on Jay's turnings. I pop in, but I don't say anything.
Yeah.
Yeah, that red gum is just gorgeous.
Yeah, it'd be awfully expensive here.
Yeah. Love all the character cracks.
I was just thinking that it has character. Maybe it's just North American wood when it cracks don't have any character.
Right. So Jay, you getting used to that big beast? Yeah.
I might just get used to that one by the time his other one turns up.
It's to be honest, Blair, it only turns an extra half an inch bigger than what my small one does.
Yeah, but it's longer and with more power.
Yeah, it's easy to stall the motor out though, as I've found out.
I saw you.
I thought it would have been harder to stall the motor out, but it's not. It's easy.
No, mine's the same way. It's those Reeves drives, I think.
Yeah,
they just don't have a lot of power. At least.
And they're Taiwanese pit ponies too, not Clydesdales.
Yeah.
Well, the thing is, are you actually stalling the motor or are you slipping the belt?
I know the motor stopped when I stalled it, so when I pushed too hard. So I
Okay.
would assume it was the motor.
Yep, that's a motor. Well, if you have the wrong kind of belt, it can slip like mad on you.
Yep. It sounds like it does that at about 7, about 8, 9, and 10. It seems like it doesn't go any faster than 7.
Well, if you're curious on how it works, just take off the cover screws. There's only about 5 of them on the cover, and you can actually see how it works.
I think that one there's only 3. If it's anything like mine, there's only 3.
3. Yeah, I have the original jet that's really old.
You know, I've never owned a Reeves drive.
And there's a good reason for it.
Yep.
Yeah, you're a pro. Yeah, and now it makes me cry to think that when my granddad's and his brother's shop was sold after they passed away, it ended up in a scrapyard by the ton. Everything, and they took all the belts, and he had a big 3-phase, like 25 horsepower motor, 30 horse to run the whole thing. It was humongous. All the belt drive stuff, because before that it was a water wheel. Then the city decided to draw the water from the stream and put a dam in, and that changed a lot of things. But that's well before I was thought of.
All mine are belt drives, Chris, like motor to thingo. I've got one chain drive as well, and I've got one that works through a gearbox. There's
So
not
here-
much. There's not much slippage in mine. If you have a grab, you end up over the top.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do they
I only have.
do
I
they
only have
make any
two.
kind of a worm drive?
Sorry.
Do you know what a worm drive is?
Yeah.
Do they ever make worm drive ones?
No, I don't think so. I don't think they ever have. But no. Henry's a belt drive. It was going to be a hydraulic drive actually when we made it, but I couldn't afford the time at the moment to look up. Yeah, rightio, Chris. The Reeves drive is a belt drive, but the pulleys move in and out to regulate the speed, and that's what causes the biggest problem with the Chinese ones is that the pulleys wear out, and they're only a cast crap metal thing. They wear out and shatter after a little while if you don't keep them lubricated properly. But no, mine are direct from motor to headstock. No, I don't have any variable. I've only got 2 variable speeds in the whole place. One is my little demonstration lathe, and the other one is a constant torque variable speed, which is the one I mainly use for doing chair legs and stuff like that, and the ones I use doing YouTube demos and stuff. But as I said, Henry was supposed to be a hydraulic drive, but I just ran out of time to do it.
Jay, I hate to say it, but make sure you check your thickness. You don't want to go through one of those cracks, have it break. That would really suck.
Neil wants a link, please, Joe.
You know, I've never been able to find who Reeves was.
Huh.
I mean, a person that designed it, thought of the idea. There's a lot of possibilities, but I find listings, but as you put it down as an engineer, and there's people called Reeves, but that isn't what they're talking about.
Yeah. Chris, the motors spin at 1750, but you have various size pulleys on it to adjust the speed. So, yeah, Mike's answered it. The pulleys change size, Chris. So you've got ratios there: 2 to 1, 1 to 1, 4 to 1, 5 to 1.
There you go, Neil.
Morning, guys.
G'day, Neil.
Hey, Neil.
Greetings.
And morning to all those on text, but I can't see you guys anymore. So, yeah, anyway.
It's going on 10 o'clock at night here. Yesterday.
That looks terribly healthy, Dr. Bob, whatever you're drinking there.
Well, it's Diet Pop in an insulated glass.
Sorry, I thought it was beaten celery juice or something like that, you know.
No, it's just a green glass. What I do though is that I put it in the freezer with about a third water. So it freezes and gives me ice in there. It chills it instantly. Then it doesn't dilute the soda as much.
Oh, yeah.
I always keep one that way in the freezer because if it's becoming unbearable out there, I'll take water out there with me that way and it stays cold. We got a dog panting somewhere?
Yeah, it's my dog. He,
I thought yours was an electronic speed, Chris.
Oh, do you want me to take the cover off? Chris? Don't mind me.
No.
Oh, Kit Kat.
Oh, you mongrel. Hope you choke on it.
It's got caramel and it's got white chocolate instead of black. Payback, say Robbo.
Yeah, you miserable bugger.
I got one for everyone. Come on.
Well, you better send it through then.
Sorry, I just ate yours.
He probably hasn't paid his teleporter bill.
No, I haven't. I'm waiting for someone to donate me some money to pay it, you know? No.
Yeah, but that would be sending it back in time.
Perfect.
That wouldn't be any good because you might have not already bought it by the time that you send it back. That could be a real conundrum in the time implementation.
Jay, you going to go any deeper on that bowl? You going to keep it?
No, I think I've gone deep enough.
I do too.
I checked it just before and I was like, whoops. If we go any further, I'll be making a big giant ring.
Right, Chris, I've just had a look. Yours is just a pulley lathe. It's not. It's the speed's adjustable by moving the belt onto various pulleys. So it's not a Reeves drive. The Reeves drive has a handle on the front that you move to decrease or widen the pulleys out to adjust the speed. So yours is just like most of mine, just got pulleys on it where you change the belt to get the different speeds on it.
Yeah. It's hard
Yes.
to understand a Reeves drive until you see one because it really looks weird.
It's got too many screws on it. I'm not taking it off. Sorry.
Yeah, no. And Mike, I quite agree with you. The unless you get a good manufactured motor, most of the modern ones are bloody Taiwanese pit ponies, not good old Clydesdales.
It's because they don't breed Clydesdales anymore. There's no use for them.
I was going to say that the Taiwanese motors are the good ones. It's the Chinese that are crap.
Sorry, what was that, Neil?
I've got a Jet Reeves on the Jet has a Taiwanese motor. They were considered the good ones. The Chinese were the crap.
Yeah.
That's pretty.
That would make a nice pendant.
All right. Well, I'm sorry, folks. I've got to go and have some lunch.
All right.
So
Thanks for coming in.
I'll catch you later.
See you, Robert.
This is the bum taken off of that olive goblet that I made.
Uh-huh.
It's a Chinaman's hat, isn't it?
Could be.
It's just I've been messing around with some gold dust. And I can see it all over there, but the camera's not really picking it up. Doesn't it?
Yeah.
You can see the glitter or glisten on it.
Yeah, that's just the mineral oil.
Oh.
It has actually got a gold fleck to it, but it's so, like I said, it's a dust. It's so bloody small.
Yeah, it's probably smaller than the resolution for your cameras.
Yeah, so got it in here.
Uh-huh.
So working on any projects, Neil?
I've just pulled a whole heap of stuff out of the stabilising tanks to drip off before I cook them.
Oh yeah.
I'm doing a giant, if you like, bit of burl down the bottom and a big cylinder with white flowers going up the centre with LEDs amongst it, and then butterflies on the outside, all cast in clear resin.
Bloody hell. That'll look alright. Is that a commission piece?
No, that one's not. It's just something I want to try to see how it was a test for another resin who says they can do up to 150 thick.
Okay.
So this is cast in a 150 cylinder, and it'll be about 250 high.
Yep.
It was for a project to be turned at Q-turn, so.
Oh yeah.
But it's going to have that that multicoloured Perlex stuff painted on the outside of the burl of it.
Alright, like a colour shift.
Yeah, what do they call it? The bloody... yeah, anyway.
Colour shift or something like that.
Yeah.
Like a, yeah.
Yeah, you move around and it changes colour.
Yeah.
And I've got stuff that's 3 colour, 4 colour, and 5 colour, so I got to decide which one I'm going to use.
Mix them all together. Bugger it.
No, it doesn't quite work like that.
No. You lose the effect.
Yeah. Yeah. And some use a black background, some use a white background. So, yeah, see how it all goes.
Yeah, it's interesting. I just got some of the Josania paint given to me, and
Where's everyone going?
it's interesting with some of the color shift that has available. If it is a color shift, it's hard to say. It just it'll pick up different colors from what your base is under it.
Yeah. It's funny, I've been using duos for a long time, and they've always been available, but these new ones with 4 or 5 are pretty amazing.
See you later, Amy.
Yep, catch you tomorrow, Amy.
I thought you weren't going to cut any more out of the bottom. What's happening, Jay?
What was that?
I thought you weren't going to cut any more out of the bottom.
Oh, he's just going to clean it up.
See you later, Amy.
Neil, do you have a website? Or do you have a YouTube?
I
to
have
see some of your work?
Yeah, I've got a YouTube, but I rarely use it these days. But I do have a Facebook site. It's Day Sensei Woodworking.
You know Jay's wood turning site?
Yep.
To Messenger? Why don't you post it in there? That way we all can take a look.
Yeah, I can do that.
That's what that's for everyone to be able to, if you do a live or something, put it there and people will pop up.
You have to, I'll add him to the group, Dr. Bob, because he won't find it otherwise.
Oh, okay.
Probably a good idea.
Yeah.
I thought you meant just your normal messenger site, but obviously there's a group there you've made.
Yeah.
Too easy.
That way when anybody posts, everybody gets a copy.
Yeah,
we can
right.
all stay connected, regardless of what continent we're on.
Yeah. Oh, there you go. And trouble is to have a look at that, I've got to get out of the site.
It's all right. It's there now. So every time I go live, I'll post a link in there.
Right. Okay. Well, I'll get out for a while and I'll post the link and come back.
Okay then.
Cheers.
Bye. Mike, it's gold dust and beeswax with a little bit of mineral oil just to stop the beeswax from hardening. I'm just playing around with it, to be honest. I'm not even really happy with the finish. It's not so much of a stain. It's more. It'll do more what the embellishing wax does by going in all the holes and stuff like that. That's more of what I want it to do. And I think realistically, the only reason it came out yellow. Look, see, I've got a little bit of it on my finger there. It still doesn't shine very well.
No, I think it's the resolution.
Yeah. This is the only color in that is the yellow that's in the gold dust. So.
Oh, that's gorgeous though. Make a nice pendant.
Yeah.
Hello
Hey,
again.
there you go. Blair, net,
Yep.
net, it'll be the 28th for you guys, but I'm going to do an early live. Because I'm going out for lunch, so I can't be here for my normal lunchtime live.
Okay.
If you do end up watching it, then it'll be earlier. But like the time that I normally start it here is about 10:30 in the morning, and I'll start it about 9 o'clock or something like that. So hour and a half earlier.
Okay.
Sounds like it's getting pretty thin.
It's probably also moving cracks. May not be able to get it smooth. That he hits one, it'll bend out of the way.
Yeah, it's
How's it looking, Jay?
Yeah, you got to be careful with that. Did
You
you
may have
super
to
glue it?
sand it smooth, Jay, rather than cut it with the chisel.
Yeah, that's all I was gonna do for now. I just wanted to get the edge, the transition point there finished off.
Yeah, because
Yeah.
it's cracked, the edge will actually flex out of the way of the chisel.
All those cracks down there.
Yeah.
Bit hard to see on this camera for some reason today, but
oh no, you can see them.
I can't. I look up on the monitor and I can't see them. Oh, no one's
Just
eyes
right.
are
We can see them halfway around the world and yesterday.
bad. You're funny.
Maybe that's why he can't see them, because
Yep,
they happened
I suppose.
yesterday.
Wow, you're right, Dr. Bob. Can you finish it for me then?
But then that would be tomorrow in the future.
That's all right. It's not me doing it though.
Have you lost a chip from the outside, Jay? Just rotate that round a bit. I don't know if you've lost a new chip or whether it was a crack that just there. Yeah. Is that a new chip you've lost?
Nah.
That's
No,
just glare.
that came out at the very start of today. That did it.
Right. I just didn't have any finish on it, so it made me wonder.
Yeah, I tend to only finish it to about there down. Don't do this
Yeah.
part here just in case I have to nick it off.
Yep.
But yeah, it's got some pretty violent cracks in that.
Mm.
You're a good crack fixer.
You cracked me up, Dr. Bob.
Yeah.
Hey, just remember, crack kills.
Yeah.
Summer's crack. Watch out, you'll get addicted. Only takes one crack and you're addicted.
Right?
You might have to hand sand that when it's off, Jay.
That's what I think of your hand sanded.
I assume you still don't have a power sander.
No, I need money for that.
Yeah.
We need a little right angle one.
I'm on a pension, so it's kind of a bit tight. making some weird noises in there. These kids there making some weird noises.
Time for me to go get some lunch, so I'll catch you guys later.
Yep,
All right.
catch you tomorrow.
See you,
Thanks
Neil.
for coming. See you later. I didn't want to, but it's going to make me get the 80 grid out. Sorry to hear about that, Mike.
Yeah, sorry to hear about that, Mike. That's true. That is very true. Lots of photos, lots of memories.
Ow! I touched the wood, eh? Woo! It just came off the sandpaper. Woo! That hurt.
Woohoo!
You're lucky.
Not that lucky. What's the challenge, Blair?
Yeah. Chris, I don't know what it is.
Yeah.
I should probably do a search on it. Is that the one that you find something and you have to turn it within 10 minutes or something like that? Or I don't know.
That's not a challenge. That's frustration. That is. It's very obnoxiously dusty, this stuff. It's just is even just plain turning with very sharp chisels, and it's still very dulling, to say the least.
Yeah, it's kind of a love-hate relationship with that kind of wood. I mean, when you're turning it, it's so dusty rather than, you know, pulling chunks out.
Yeah.
And all that stuff gets in the air, and now that's the hate part of it. Now the love part of it is when you sand it. I mean, it is so solid and so smooth. Comes out beautiful. So
Yes, it does.
all right, so this month's challenge, let's see, Will turns everything, and it is supposed to mimic something. Huh.
I mimicked a bowl and a stand. Look at that. Is that allowed?
Well,
It didn't. There's no rules to stipulate them.
it could be, but think of it this way. Maybe you're turning a teacup and a saucer, and they're both together.
Yes.
So, but and that's a fruit bowl on its own stand.
Yep. You're right. Could be.
There you go.
Take the pictures, Blair, and you can say you turned it.
Yeah, no.
Can't hear that, can you?
Hear what?
Someone's getting a cat and grabbing them by their tail and swinging them around. I mean, Amber's singing. Shh, I didn't say that.
Oh.
This is my abrasive paste.
I'll have to take a look at that, Chris. I don't know.
The challenge for the month should be go to an old folks home or find a men's shed, a community men's shed, and go and help out there. That's what the challenge should be.
Well, gang, I gotta go play mean uncle and get
Uh-oh.
Brendan in bed. I noticed he's still online.
Go get him.
One of your naughty kids.
Yeah. The claim is he doesn't have a clock. And I say, put it in the corner.
Doesn't he have a phone?
Yeah, but you've been around the bend. You used to pull those stories. The battery's dead.
You know, the only thing is, right, when I was his age, there were mobile phones weren't invented. So I couldn't use that one.
Yeah, but I got to go rattle him to make sure that it's taken care of.
All right. Well, thank you very much for coming in.
See you, Doc.
Yep. I'll catch you tomorrow night. I'll be watching as long as you're on. But
oh, darn it. We can't talk about him, Blair.
Hey, Chris, if you get a second, throw a link in to that one you're talking about. The Will Turns.
He should have admin rights. I've just about given it to everyone, I think.
Yeah, he does.
It saves me having to do it, you see.
Right. You're busy doing other stuff.
That's right. I throw admin rights around like lollies.
What's a lolly?
A lolly? You don't know what a lolly is? It's a sweet. A boiled sweet. A lolly?
It's boiled?
That's how they make them, yeah.
Huh. Because, see, lolly for us would be like a sucker or, a lollipop.
Yep. Okay. There's basically everything over here that you can stick in your gob that's candy, pretty much. There's no real distinction.
So, Jay, do you have a favorite hard candy?
Let's see. What can't I eat anymore? Nah, not hard ones really. It's more of it's got to be a chocolate one or something, like the Kit Kat that I had up earlier.
Yeah.
And there's another version of wagon wheels here. I can't remember the name of them, but you get them in a pack of 6.
Yeah, I tried to find those in the store that I get my Jaffas from.
Yeah. Yes, Mike. Unfortunately, yes, it is my last piece of red Gum Burl. There you go. Chris has put in a link, Blair.
Yeah, I'm just waiting. There it goes.
That was me abrasive paste, mate, you know? You know how it goes, mate?
Your homemade?
Yeah, mate.
Can you hear the Harley in the background?
Uh-uh.
No, that's all right. Then you wait till he takes off. He don't take off quietly.
Yeah, Harleys usually don't.
Yeah. You got to ring out every gear, don't you? Isn't that the rule?
Absolutely.
Yeah, thanks, Mike. It's very nice. I can't really take the credit for it. All I did was cut it and put oil on it.
Well, you did a very nice job.
Thank you very much. This is, it's hard to see. This camera's a bitch sometimes. Sorry for the language, but liquid beeswax, this is. And again, it's not my mix, but it's basically just beeswax and mineral oil with a bit of lemon scent added to it. Nothing. It's no great recipe or anything. No secret. Alright, I'm going to have to nick off soon. My lunch is ready. It's been ready for about 5 or 6 minutes, maybe a little bit more. And
Uh-oh. Run, run, run.
well, it's my goreng noodles, so it's not going to be freezing cold, but still. I'll just give this a quick spin off and I'll nick off.
Knock her on the head.
That's it, lad. You got it. You got it. You got it. Got it. Got it. Got it. Got it. Got it. Winner, winner, chicken dinner.
That's nice.
Very, very nice. See you later, Mike. Thanks for coming in.
See you, Mike.
Yeah, not bad that. Not bad at all. Clean up all the sawdust and stuff that's impounded itself into the cracks. I'll get all of that stuff out. And I'll come out later and I'll chase it with a bit of this. This actually doesn't color the wood. It actually enhances the color of the wood. You'd think it would color it, wouldn't you? Eh? But it doesn't. I put it on a piece the other day, and yeah, wow, it just
Boing.
yeah. All right, knock it on the head. If you want to chat or anything, Blair, just let me know. And
No, I'll probably just actually climb into bed, tell you the truth. I'm so tired.
okay.
So, gentlemen, you guys have a good evening. Chris, Mike, Jay,
Thank you very much for coming in.
peace out.
Take it easy. See you later, guys. Thanks for coming in.